Personally, I feel safer in Siwa than I feel in any other place on the planet.
I think it was coming to Siwa, like something about Siwa was very magical and mysterious.
This place is so beautiful, Siwa is so beautiful.
Well, it was for me like a very big adventure and a very big experience.
I didn't come here as a foreigner coming to teach people things, I came here to learn.
قطعن آلاف الأميال تاركين وراءهن حياة أكثر انفتاحا ورفاهية لينتقلن لمدينة صنفت على أنها من الأماكن التسع الأكثر عزلة في العالم. سيوة لا ترى فيها غير شوارب، بينما اقتصر دور السيدات على الأعمال المنزلية، وقلما تجدهن متواجدات في الشوارع. ورغم ذلك قرر مجموعة من الأجنبيات العيش في الواحة وممارسة مهن مختلفة ما بين الزراعة والمعمار والتعليم والكتابة والأعمال اليدوية.
So, should we go and have a look at where our water comes from? My name's Camilla. I'm from London. I grew up in London. I've lived in Seiwa for 10 years. I live here with my family, my partner, and my 2 children. I didn't expect that I would stay here, but life had plans for me, and one of them was that I would build a life for myself and hence my family. Most of my work here involves running the house and the farm. So we grow our own vegetables, we grow our own fruits, we have our own meats. I'm very much into herbs and natural foods. I heard about Siwa when I was outside of Egypt, and it's this idea of an oasis in the desert that was, very, very self-sufficient and was growing its own food and had its own water and had this very natural type of lifestyle was what I was looking for. Food is very clean, and I think Siwans still have that very strong genetic potential, which you don't see so much, which we've really lost in the West. Luca's only 5 and Astra's 2.5. And we have a huge amount of people that visit us and come and share their experiences and do things with us. So the garden is constantly, there's constantly things going on. So he has more of a homeschooling. He does things with me. He does about half an hour a day of letters and alphabet and reading with me. And the rest of the time he interacts with other people, foreigners as well as Egyptians as well as Siwans. The more you stay in a place, the more people see that your intentions are good. You're a kind person, you just want to live a simple life. I enjoy my life here, I love my life here. I love living in Siwa, I love Siwan people, and I'm very happy to be having this life.
The Siwans respect me, they know me. I lived outside of town. I grew up in London. I studied architecture. I've always been interested in mud architecture. I tried to come here in '79, but it was impossible to get permission. Years later I had the opportunity to come in 2003. I saw that there was a possibility that I could build here. It's got a fantastic landscape. It's got a unique building material, and it was a chance for me to learn something. And I've been on a huge learning curve ever since I came about building with mud, building with kashi, and just living in a different kind of landscape with a different culture. It's a wealth of experience that you can learn from it. My family comes to visit. They all love it. All my grandchildren love it. The last job I did was a renovation in town, which was renovating a ruin. I have a garden that's producing dates and olives that I sell, so I have some income. I think in about 5 years, I hope it will be self-sufficient. My typical day, I get up about 6:30. The first thing I do is I get feed ready for my animals, and so I get them out. Then I have a coffee and I sit here. And then I do the chickens, feed the chickens. Right. Get back! Slowly and over time people have got to know me, and so I'm accepted. They know who I am. They know I'm Mohendesa.
I I'm living now in Egypt for 3.5 years ago, of which 2 years now in the oasis of Siywa. I have this training center in which I'm teaching Siwan people different soft skills. For the past couple of months we have been focused on languages, especially on English. The people here really need it. I mean, there is a lot of need for support from outside and for development. So I thought that it would be a very good thing to help in that.
When this project came along, it was really something I was like her, sharing something, because it has as well a part of sustainable development. Like you want to help bring some part of education, but at the same time you want to conserve the uniqueness of this environment, because times are changing so quickly.
The last year since I started, we are now a group of around 35 people. At the moment, everyone is having holiday because of Eid and Siyaha, so this is why you don't find anyone here. So it was for me like a very big adventure and a very big experience that for me to come and to start doing my project here, and also to have the uniqueness of the people and to really feel that you're in a very different place.
I didn't choose Siywa deliberately. I got here by a strange synchronicity. I'd come to Egypt to go and see a friend who'd moved here in Cairo. It came for the day to leave, and I went to the airport to fly back to London, and then I started to get a very strange feeling that something was wrong, and I dragged myself to the gate, and then I dragged myself through the gate, and I got on the plane, but by the time I sat down in the seat, I was like feeling very anxious. Something in my head saying, get off the plane, get off the plane. And I realised that if the plane took off and I was still on it, that this would be like a really bad. So I did. And then I went back to immigration, but I didn't know why. All I could remember is that in some guidebook somewhere, the page had sort of come open at a place called Siywa Oasis. It's all I remembered was the Siywa Oasis, and I thought, well, I've never been to an oasis, so maybe that's where I should go. And it just piqued my fancy, so I just thought that's for me. The day I was leaving Cairo was the first day of the revolution, so I was heading to Siywa, not knowing that all this was going off behind me. And what happened was I ended up staying for 2 months. I come more often now because I'm in the process of writing a book. And it's about all my experiences to do with the human being and the conscious, the subconscious and the unconscious. Siywa is a fantastic place for me to write about it and to learn about it and to continue to do that, but mainly I am here to do the writing. I really like that feeling, that deep in the ground here, like you can feel the mystery is sort of under the sand or something. It's a very mysterious and very ancient place.
My name's Deborah, or the people call me here Deborah, and I'm 46 years old. I'm from England. Sammy! Sammy! Tyler! I came to Egypt just to help with in a business school to teach English. And I met Sammy. Sammy was already in Siywa. He was working in Siywa. And so we decided to live here together once we was married. Just trying to set up a project, hopefully to help the Siwan women here to promote their work that they do with their handicrafts. There's lots of handicrafts here that's very unique to Egypt, to the world really. Possibly think it's hard, but I just felt it was right. It was a change in career. Just really felt a different, to be in a different place, a different country, and to help people. And the community here has just welcomed me in so much. The children, as you've just seen, but some of the children will just shout, Deborah, and Kylie, come to the house, and they just, yeah, the ladies, I go visit the ladies quite a lot, and so I know many of the ladies around here. This place is so beautiful, Siewa, so beautiful.